Name, sir.
Rodrigo Cabrera Jimenez.
I am suing you on a petition to revoke your probation in city court. The allegations are your failure to complete your IOP program through Kodak, failure to report for your monthly monitoring appointments in January, February, and March, failure to pay your monitoring fees. So I am going to enter a denial of the allegations and appoint the PD and hold you on a $750 bond since you're in there anyway, and set it for May 13th at 1:45. So your city public defender will be out to see you at that time. And that's it. That's all I'm seeing you on tonight, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Paso.
What's your name, ma'am?
Castro.
All right, I am seeing you on charges from April 22nd of criminal damage, 2 counts, driving on a suspended license, and fictitious license plate, it looks like. So I am going to release you on these, but I know you have another hold, so I'm going to set this for a review on June 20th at 9 o'clock, but I'm going to appoint the city public defender to kind of follow it along. So if you want to be seen earlier on this, or if you get out, they can keep you track with this one too, so you don't lose it, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's it then.
Thank you. Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Gil.
Okay, so I've got you on failure to appear on drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass, criminal damage, theft, shoplifting, assault, resisting arrest, and 2 more pages full in city court. So I am going to hold you on a $500 bond, appoint the city public defender to represent you, and I will set your next court date for May 13th at 1:45.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's it. Fill in the date all the way.
Pardon?
What's your name, sir?
Ricardo Ramírez.
Looks like we missed a case on you. So we missed a case of a criminal trespass and liquor in a vehicle, and it looks like on your other cases, you got a public defender. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is appoint the public defender on this one and just add it to that, to the group of cases that you have where you're gonna be seen on Wednesday. Oh, you're right, tomorrow. I was gonna say that's my day and you're not on mine. Yep, tomorrow at 1:45. So your public defender, this will just be added, so all the cases will be seen tomorrow, okay?
Right.
All right, that's
Thank
it.
Good evening, this is the Spanish interpreter on the line.
Hi, it doesn't look like we need you, so thank you for checking in and you can be excused.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Interpreter will now disconnect.
Okay.
Hello.
What's your name, sir?
Marcos Alvarez.
All right. I don't think I have anything on Mr. Alvarez. Hold on. Is it a warrant? Am I supposed to have something on Mr. Alvarez? Okay. No, there's nothing. It's an organized retail theft. Is it a new case, you guys? Because I don't have any paperwork on it.
It's a warrant, Judge. It's a grand jury warrant.
Huh, okay.
I'm just asking for $1,000 bond for time credit. He's held on some other stuff.
Okay, all right. So we've got a grand jury warrant for you, sir, for organized retail theft from, you guys tell me when. It looks like the warrant issued May 1st. So, and since the defendant does have a hold, counsel, are you okay with $1,000 bond?
Yes, Judge, get in the hold.
Okay. So, sir, I will appoint the legal defender to represent you, order you not to go back to the incident locations, pretrial services if the bond is posted, and the arraignment will be May 12th at 1:30 on this charge. And that's it, Mr. Alvarez.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, back to the misdemeanors then. Okay. All right, what's your name, ma'am?
Jerome Stillwell.
All right, let's see. I am seeing you on a shoplift case for failure to appear in justice court. And not really adjudicated. Let's see, just a sec. Looks like you're being held on some other stuff anyway. So what I'm going to do is hold you on $100 bond on this and appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you have an attorney already in justice court?
I don't know.
Okay. Then I will guess. I will give you Adam Waters to represent you. And I will set it for tomorrow at 1 p.m. in justice court. And I think you have some other stuff. So hopefully that will all be consolidated on that, a shoplift. Then I have a city court drug paraphernalia with a history of failures to appear, according to the judge on that one. So I'm going to give you a city public defender, order you not to possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'll hold you on a $250 bond on that one. And your court date on that one will be May 13th at 1:45. And that's all I'm seeing you on tonight, ma'am. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
That's it. What's your name, sir?
So Dapper.
All right,
Yeah.
you're charged with criminal trespassing. All right. So looks like you refused to leave a couple of times from that area. So I'm going to hold you on a $100 bond, appoint Adam Waters to represent you, and your next court date will be tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's it, sir.
I thank you. Back to the
Take a seat.
What's your name?
Dale Pryor.
All right, charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence assault, and disorderly conduct. I am going to order you not to have any contact with the victim, your father, and not to return to his residence. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, and you need to come back to court on May 8th at 1:30 in Green Valley, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Okay. Court, Justice Court in Green Valley. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You're released with those
Good.
conditions. That's it, sir.
I couldn't hear you.
Ori.
What's your name?
Mark Tory?
All right. Looks like you got a warrant for a possession of drug paraphernalia charge from 2014. If you just come to court, then that would be the end of it. You understand that?
I never knew I had a. This is so new to me, so I had no idea what was going on. I'm so sorry.
All right. Well, I'm just telling you, show up because this is like stupid and it's old, and so you should just come to court. Okay. So May
I've been sober
20.
for like 7 years now, so I have no idea. Yeah.
All right. So come back to court May 22nd at 3:00 so you can take care of it. Okay.
May 22nd.
Yeah.
That's my daughter's birthday. Is there any way we can do it on a different day?
I can't change it. You might be able to go to justice court and file a motion, but I am dealing with the dates that I've got. So I'm gonna.
That's fine. That's probably just better. I take care. That's fine. Thank you.
All right.
Does that mean I'm being released tonight?
Yeah,
Right?
you are being released. Yep.
Thank you.
Spaniker? Court. Let's take a sit out there with the house.
What's your name?
Neil Vandiker.
First, you have a warrant for disorderly conduct out of justice court. And I'm going to release you on that one, and you need to come back to court on May 15th at 8:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Thank you.
Well, don't thank me yet, because we haven't gotten to your millions of cases in city court yet. So that's where I'm heading now. So you have new charges. Let's see. Of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct from May 3rd.
I was gonna go somewhere and I completely forgot.
And then you have, let's see, warrants out of courtroom 6. So
That's why I turned myself in so I could get this stuff over with and do what I need to do to get back on the right track
when did you turn yourself in?
today.
Okay.
'Cause I just got out of the hospital from having I had a laceration from the May 3rd incident on the back of my head.
All right. I wish pretrial would fix this thing because it doesn't let me click on people, and like halfway through I have to re-sign in and out sign. Like right now. It's been happening a lot. Hold on, let me re-sign into this. Oops, that's why. Now they blocked my account. Hold on. Why is it not letting me sign into my account? Oh, that's why. What?
Was it machine file code? Is that what you're saying on the purple sheet?
It was a purple sheet to mental health court, so I think I'm gonna keep her because it's a DV. No, I just can't get into I can't get into my pretrial services account.
You're gonna keep me?
I can't decide. That's why I'm trying to get into pretrial services. So you have a lot of DVs. I'm going to keep you and put you in domestic violence court, and you better show up if I release you, okay? I guess
Yes,
my
ma'am.
question is pretrial around for me for a minute? Because it's not letting me in. Are you guys?
Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, can you just tell me, I think it's going to make me reset. Let me reset my password. Can you tell me what the victim's position was on this? Because I can't access it right now.
Oh, he was my husband.
No,
And
pretrial, ma'am,
oh,
not you.
oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay.
We were not able to reach him.
Okay. All right, let me reset my password as long as I'm here. So you have somewhere to live if I release you, ma'am, not with him, because I have to
Yeah.
issue a no contact order, okay?
Right. He's at the Gospel Rescue Mission, and I can either go back to my mother's house or to my uncle's house. I gave both addresses free trial just in case whatever you decided.
Okay.
But yes, I do have another residence to go to.
Okay. I'm going to finish this while you're here so I can get signed in. So,
Okay.
so I'm going to release you and you need to come back to court and I will remember you if you don't, because you're going to come back in front of me. Okay. So,
Thank you.
all right. But give me a second because I got to write my minute entry and. Oh, my Lord. Okay. I'm getting there. It's just one of those multiple things. Hold on. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. So I am going to order you not to commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Are you a mental health agency?
Yes, actually, tomorrow is my mental health with my doctor to get my meds prescribed and everything because I'd run out. But yes, I do follow up with Law from Terra, and I'm actively getting my medications and everything.
Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay. So reset I'm almost there. So no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Jason Moyer, no return to wherever he is living, okay? And connect to mental health services. Were you ever in mental health court?
Not that I know of. I can't remember.
Okay. And then your next court date is going to be June 3rd
Okay.
at 1:30 in city court. So you need to show up or a warrant will issue for your arrest, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Sorry
Thank you.
for the delay. Okay. All right. I'm still trying to pick a flippin' password. Give me a second, all of you. All right. Okay. Okay. What's your name?
Dennis Cunningham.
Dennis Cunningham. All right, Mr. Cunningham, you are charged with possession of a weapon by a prohibited possessor and counsel. Oh, and we also have another one. Trying to find my recommendations here. So on this one, the state's asking for a $25,000 bond. And then we also have an indictment for second-degree murder for counts of endangerment, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and unlawful flight from law enforcement. And that's a $10,000 bond. Is that what I'm seeing, you all?
That's what I saw, Judge, but I'm asking for a $50,000 bond in that case. I was very surprised that it was only at $10,000. I know the court doesn't have an interim complaint, so I'll give you a little bit of the facts that I can see. It looks like he pulled out in front of, or the victims pulled out in front of him, one or the other, and he turned around and then drove directly at the victim's car at a high speed. The victim was a female driver. She had her 2 children in the car. It was near the home in the neighborhood. She went back to her home. He followed her there, or somehow got there. Her boyfriend came out to find out what was going on, and he pulled a gun, allegedly, Mr. Cunningham, and shot the gun, in an effort to intimidate. So, given the facts, Judge, and the fact that children were involved, I'm asking for $50,000. I'm also asking for $25,000 on the prohibited possessor, because with all of that, he's now still possessing guns. And I thought it was interesting, the new interim says a rifle in the cab of his truck, with the first case kind of being a road rage thing. That concerns me.
Okay. Plus, there's a protective order, so it's in violation of a protective order. All right. Defense counsel, what's your position?
Just a moment, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to note that on the refiled matter, I understand the seriousness of the offense. However, the grand jury nor the detectives requested a warrant. They actually issued a summons. So while I understand the state's concerns, the people who had all the information did not find it appropriate to even issue a warrant to make sure he appeared. He failed to appear due to not knowing about the arraignment. There's no indication he did know about it. So in that case, we're actually asking you give him a chance to show up. It sounds like he was given that chance initially by the summons. Regarding the new case, Your Honor, again, it doesn't look like he was using it against anyone. It was just found on him. There's no indication. I don't have any verification that the order of protection was served. He does have verified housing, Your Honor. He's retired. He's 68. He has a prior from 1982. So we're asking you to give him a chance to show up on this matters.
Okay. So I'm assuming the order of protection was served, or he wouldn't have been a prohibited possessor necessarily. So and so then we have a question of obeying court orders. So I am going to hold the defendant on a $50,000 bond on the murder charge, and
It's an attempted murder, right? Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's attempted murder. No, it's murder. What is the charge?
I was
Sir.
fraud.
It is, should be attempted murder, but the indictment says murder second degree. So anyway, I will hold him on the attempted murder charge. Appoint the legal defender's office to represent him. No firearms. Surrender any firearms. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with the victims. No return to the incident location. And hold on, I got the wrong one. The arraignment on that charge will be the 12th of May at 1:30. Then on the prohibited possessor charge, I will hold him on a $15,000 bond. Appoint the legal defender. No firearms, surrender any firearms, no alcohol or illegal drugs. $15,000 pretrial services if posted. May 15th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing.
Hillary.
What's your name?
Hillary.
Mr. Guillory, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm seeing you on drug paraphernalia charges, one with a failure to appear and one from today. And I'm going to release you on those and give you a city public defender. So if you're still in custody, we'll review the case on June 20th at 9 o'clock. If you're out, you need to come to court on that date, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's it. That's all I'm seeing you on today.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Gotta see on the spirit.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes. I have.
Oh,
Okay, no.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Diana, Diana, Jordan hyphen Rauch.
All right, I've got 2 warrants for your arrest for criminal trespass in Green Valley. So,
That's correct, ma'am. However, lack of transportation.
so don't go back there. And then you need to come back to court May 8th at 8:30 or a warrant will issue for your arrest. All right, and your release.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. You have an excellent evening
Okay.
or afternoon. Take care. All right, Jordan, let's go. Which way?
This way. This way. This way.
Oh.
You guys are getting good with that mic.
This way.
Yeah.
Melanie, please send me one.
Awesome.
Right. Right. Down over there. Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Oscar Omar.
You are charged with 3 counts of aggravated domestic violence and 3 counts of domestic violence aggravated harassment. And counsel, the state's asking for a $40,000 bond. The victim is on the line too, so I'm going to ask Ms. Garcia, did you want to be heard? And do you know how to unmute? I can tell you how. If you don't, I can figure. You got it.
Yes, I think I got it.
Yep. So, you want to be heard on conditions like release, contact, things like that. You have a right to be heard.
Thank you for adding my input, Your Honor. It's been a really long route with him. There's a history of domestic violence for a really long time, and it's been going on for the longest time. I tried giving him many opportunities to change his ways, do good for our kids. He didn't want to. I did put a restraining order back in July. It hasn't been served all up until today. And between back then and now, he did do some stuff like damage my car, commit domestic violence, my kids through CPS, and he still doesn't know why I don't let him be around the kids. So he says that I don't let him see the kids. Well, there's obvious reasons why. And I don't want to keep putting my kids through this. I don't want to keep putting my kids through CPS because of his actions.
Okay.
A present mother, he's been in and out of their lives, and they shouldn't have to hear, see, or know about these incidents. He has done so much damage to my vehicle. He does not help me financially, and I just need him to stop sending me emails, harassing me, telling me that he should have killed me back in 2019, telling me that if I'm with someone else, if I do this, if I do that, he's going to do this or he's going to do that. I shouldn't have to be afraid to go anywhere. I shouldn't have to be afraid to look on my back to see if he's there. He has shown up to my house. My kids, every time we come downstairs, that's the first thing they look. It's for his car. They shouldn't have to live like that. I shouldn't have to either. We haven't been together for the longest time, and I deserve to be at peace.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So, and there's no family court order that allows him to have any contact or anything?
No, but
Okay.
I really would like to look forward to that.
All right. So you object to release and contact, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Defense counsel, you have input.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are asking for a much lower bond. I understand the victim's objections. However, he does have verified housing away from the victim. He does have full-time employment as a diesel mechanic and ties to the community. So for those reasons, we're asking for a lower bond that will meet the victim's concerns, but still allow him an opportunity to attend court and prove that he won't be in the future.
All right. I will appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Ahumada and order him not to have any contact with Ms. Garcia or her children, not to return to her residence or work. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. You have any guns, Mr. Ahumada?
No, I'm a felon, so I can't carry them.
No guns. I'm gonna hold you on a $40,000 bond, pretrial services if posted, and the preliminary hearing will be May 15th at 1:30. Thank you, ma'am, for coming to court.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Hello.
Sheikh Mohammed Al-Sad.
What's your name, sir?
Sheikh Mohammed Al-Sad.
All right, you're charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle. State asking for a $10,000 bond still?
At least, Judge, I didn't have his pretrial services report at the time I made that recommendation. And looking at his history, it's rather lengthy. I'm particularly concerned with the number of aliases he has. I haven't seen somebody with that many aliases before. Multiple social security numbers. I think that would say he's probably a flight risk, given the fact that he tried to run from police here. So I would ask for at least a $10,000 bond.
Okay, what's the defense position?
Just a moment. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't believe a bond of that nature is necessary. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. His last prior is from 2018. He claims to have housing and employment, but that's not been verified in terms of employment. So given all those factors, Your Honor, we're asking you consider pretrial services or in the alternative, no more than a $2,500 bond.
All right. Well,
You can, but I wouldn't.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Al-Sad. I am going to order him not to possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms, but I'm also considering the nature of the charge as opposed to his history. I am going to hold him on a $2,500 bond released to pretrial services if posted, and May 15th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing.
Judge.
Don't push your luck. I had 10,000 filled in.
No, but can I say something, please, ma'am? I have to go to work tomorrow. I have no history of no failure to appears or nothing like that. I mean, that bond is very excessive. I can't afford that. I can't. And that's what I'm saying. I have ties to the community over 40 years. Been at my job for the last 5 years.
Well, it's a cash or secured, so I'm sticking with the
I don't-
2,500.
Yeah,
What's your name?
Luis.
Hidalgo?
Yes.
All right. You have a warrant for your failure to appear on a burglary tools, burglary, and drug paraphernalia case from October of last year. Counsel has got a $2,500 bond on it. Do you want to be heard?
Your Honor, I don't think it needs to be that high. He is homeless and unemployed. Thank you.
So I am going to appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Hidalgo and note that he does have a history of failures to appear and is pretty high risk as far as pretrials. So I'll appoint the legal defender and no return to the incident location, no contact with the victims, and 2,500 I don't think is excessive. 2,500 released to pretrial services if posted, and the arraignment will be May 12th at 1:30. Then Mr. Hidalgo has a failure to appear on a theft charge in justice court. So I'm going to hold him on a $100 bond so he can get some credit for that and appoint somebody. Robin Old to represent him. And that will be set for tomorrow, but probably they won't do it. But it'll be set for tomorrow at 1, sir. So you're getting credit for that one. And then you have a city court case, a drug paraphernalia, and trespassing from today. I'm going to release you on that, order you not to go back to the incident location, and give you a public defender to follow along on your felony so that if you want to have a hearing on it, you can have a hearing on it, but otherwise we're going to put it off until June 20th at 9 o'clock just to see what's going on with your felony. And that's it.
Is there a bond on that one, Your Honor?
No, that one I'm going to release him, but that's why I'm giving him a public defender so they can kind of see what's going on with his felony.
Marcel. So,
What's your name, sir?
Kyle Mascal.
Are you charged with aggravated criminal damage, burglary, and first-degree criminal trespassing? And I guess I need to hold Mr. Pascal on a no bond hold since he's got other pending cases. So I will appoint the public defender, no contact with the victims, no return to the incident location, hold him without a bond, and set a hearing on that May 9th at 2:30. And set a preliminary hearing on May 15th at 1:30.
Yes, yeah.
All right, what's your name, ma'am?
What's that? I want to do. Have you got to give her your name? And why no? Leave now. Where are you going?
What?
I don't want to talk to her.
sit down. Sit down.
No, you sit down. I'm already dead, dude. What the fuck? The fuck you doing?
What's your name, ma'am?
I don't have one.
All
I'm a
right,
John
I'm going
Doe.
to assume that you're Maria Ortega.
I don't care. Whatever.
You've got failures to appear from a March 7th theft of meat,
I'm dead. Do you know what John Doe is?
and then from also failure to appear on a contraband into a correctional facility and a narcotic drug.
What? What you gonna do?
So
In here, dude?
it's like she's already got a $250, or no, I take that back, never mind. So counsel, we've got 2,500 on one and 1,500 on the other. Do you want to be heard on Miss Ortega?
Your Honor, I don't have any verified employment, so I don't believe they need to be that high.
Okay. So I will trust Superior Court who signed the warrant. And on the theft of means of transportation, it's got a $2,500 bond, so I'm going to do that. Release to pretrial, no contact with the victim, appoint the public defender, May 12th at 1:30. Then on the other one, the contraband into a correctional facility, no alcohol or illegal drugs, appoint the public defender, pretrial services if the $1,500 bond is posted. And May 12th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing. Then we've got a city court case, warrants from March 11th of this year. And I will release Miss Ortega, but I give her a public defender. So if she gets out, if she doesn't get out, they can decide with her when she wants to have a hearing. But otherwise, it will be June 20th at 9 a.m. And that's it.
Homer? Hello.
Hi,
What's your name?
Homer Pettigrew Jr., Your Honor.
Mr. Pettigrew. Let's see. You are charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault ×4. And the state is asking for a $75,000 bond. And does everybody have a copy of the risk assessment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay. So, did you want to be heard, counsel?
Your Honor, I just don't believe a $75,000 bond is necessary. Lloyd, he also does not reside with the victim, which was verified. So I understand state's concerns. However, I think something less would be more appropriate for his financial situation.
All right. He's also got 3 cases, 1 tomorrow pending. And so obviously being homeless and unemployed are high risk factors also because he has nowhere to go. So I will order the defendant not to have any contact with Miss Valencia starting now. No return to her residence. Appoint the public defender. No guns, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And I do think this is a high-risk case given the assessment, given the pending cases. And so I am going to hold the defendant on a $75,000 bond. Pretrial services have posted, and the preliminary hearing will be the 15th at 1:30. Can you scan this to me? And I'll give it back to Alma. Thanks. Jim has something in this bag.
Michael? Hello.
What's your name, sir?
Michael Judge, Lena.
Okay. Look at the recommendation. So he's got something else going on, you guys? Is it, you're saying for time credit, Mr. Gant?
Thought he did, Judge. Let me look.
Because I have a question about the probable cause on this case, honestly.
I'll take your question. I don't know if I'll have an answer.
Well, inside the bottle was a black viscous substance, but he had blue and white paint on his nose, so I'm just not sure where the connection is to sniffing things here. You're charged with knowingly breathing, inhaling, or drinking a vapor or toxic substance, sir. I guess he could have drank it, but I'm not sure what the paint on the nose was relevant to. I don't know. Does defense counsel want to address that?
Well, Your Honor, I think I got to look at the statute because I don't see this charged very often, but I think your assessment is accurate. It seems like simply having it not being near a car was enough to presume guilt in this matter. The victimless case, I don't know that there's enough to hold him on that.
All right, Mr. Gant, what do you think?
I'm not going to add anything to the probable cause statement, Judge. I'll leave it to you. He's held on a probation violation warrant, I think, anyway. So.
All right, well, I think I'm going to dismiss it because I just could not find probable cause given the description. They could refile it, Mr. Chavina, okay? But so right now, though, I'm just going to dismiss the case for lack of probable cause. All right, thank you all. This was not as fun as last night.
Thank you.